Fantastic player, to be honest, in one-day cricket. And I've seen some greats in one-day cricket. Sachin Tendulkar, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Virat Kohli is right up there. Virendra Sehwag at his best was superb, but this man is fantastic. He's got a one-day 100 in England. He's got a one-day 100 in Australia, now a one-day 100 in New Zealand. He's a phenomenal player, and he's the backbone of this Indian batting. And that's the reason India at least got closer to this total, because if Virat Kohli would have been dismissed, India would have lost a lot early. He's fantastic, and he just keep getting better and better, which is such a treat to watch. He's been a phenomenal player for India.
Well, he certainly has, but Dada, what is it about the short ball? Because we saw Shikhar Dhawan fall to it, we saw Rohit Sharma fall to it, we even saw Suresh Raina fall to it, and it's a pattern that we've seen right through at least Suresh Raina's ODI career. Rohit Sharma does struggle with the short pitch deliveries, especially when the ball is coming a little quicker than it does in the subcontinent. You saw in South Africa, we saw that with Dhawan in South Africa as well, Dada.
Yeah, Shikhar Dhawan needs to find a way to get this short ball issue away from his game. He's not a great hooker, especially early on in his innings. So he just has to find ways to let it go. In terms of Suresh Raina, I think he's not a great player of the short delivery. We've seen that over the years. He will keep getting peppered in overseas conditions, and that's the reason his record as a batsman in overseas conditions is not very great. I still feel Rohit Sharma is a good player of the short ball. It's just that one of those days he's picked a fielder at deep fine leg. It's about pacing your innings. I think Shikhar Dhawan is also not a bad player of the short ball, but at the present moment he's just getting himself into bad positions in hooking. So the only way to solve this is to stay away from hooking. Dhawan has got all the shots in the world. The New Zealand fast bowlers are not the quickest in the world. They are 130, 135, 136 other than Adam Mills, who got injured at the end of the innings. So I don't think it's like Dale Steyn or Moni Morkel coming at you at 150 kilometers an hour. So it's a shot which Shikhar Dhawan for the time being has to put it completely away and look playing other shots, because he's got so much ability. And as I said, Rohit Sharma, I hope he gets back to form. The problem with Rohit Sharma, and I can't understand, is that when he goes off the boil, it just goes over for a long period of time. And when he plays so well, he just smashes everything. I think it's about the mental side of the game. It's got nothing to do with technique. It's got nothing to do with his ability. I think it's on the mental side of the game, and he needs to work on that.
Dali, Suresh has been around for a long period of time. The short pitch stuff has been troubling him. Do you think it's in his mind now? He's expecting every second delivery that is going to be short, and he's having problems with that. How does batsmen, especially in overseas conditions, try and counter that? Because if he's going to be our go-to man in the World Cup, looking to bat in maybe number 4 or number 5, so he's got to sort that problem out pretty quickly. Dadi?
Yeah, he's got to stop hooking. It's not his strength. He's just got to find a way to play it down to fine leg and just get off strike. You see the lengths they bowl to him when they come out to bat. They just keep peppering him back of a length. And he's got to say to himself that, listen, I need to look for the full ball, and I need to put this shot out of my book. A lot of batsmen, when they go to international cricket and get peppered by the short delivery, they try to prove a point that, listen, I will try and get on top of you by playing the short ball well, by hooking it well. But he also has to realize that it's his limitation, and he cannot do that. So many players in world cricket have succeeded without hooking. You look at Steve Waugh, you look at Tendulkar, he was not a consistent hooker, and he survived and scored so much of runs in all forms of the game. So I'm sure Suresh Raina can do it. He just needs to change his game. Just find a way to play it down to fine leg, get off strike, and just look for the full ball and make his scoring opportunities there. See, this is a shot of Shikhar Dhawan where you can see that he's hurried. The ball has come quickly onto him, and he was behind. And the other option of that delivery is that he just needs to play on the back foot, drop it, and get across to the other end. So you just have to play it differently. I've always said playing the short ball is a lot on the mind than on the technique, and I think both Suresh Raina and Shikhar Dhawan needs to put that shot away for time being.
And they can certainly learn from Saurav Ganguly, because it was a perceived weakness of Saurav Ganguly that he couldn't play the short pitch ball well. And well, all you have to do is take a look at his record in ODIs and take a look at his record in test matches, and it tells you everything. On that note, it seems that we'll have to say bye-bye here to Saurav, to Nikhil, to Boria Majumdar for joining us here on the show. We've run completely out of time, but as always, it's a pleasure talking to all these three gentlemen, and it's a pleasure bringing this show to you viewers. Thanks a lot for tuning in.